So why did the many helping hands approach fail in this case?
I don't think it's the many helping hands approach that failed. I think the key agencies involved in child protection, did not perhaps do their jobs effectively. I think if they did, I think the outcome might have been different. There was one recommendation that the panel made to ensure that agencies in the child protection, what they call child protection case management agencies, are adequately resourced. But they did not address the staffing levels. They did not give numbers or any indication whether there's adequate staffing or not. And I think this area deserves a closer look. Because when we asked the MSF, they said that the number of cases each CPS officer handles has fallen. It used to be about one officer to about 40 cases, and now it's about one officer to 35 cases. And they also said that they've done various things to try to ease the workload on these CPS officers, such as getting, what they call support staff to do some ancillary tasks, and they are ramping up recruitment and retention efforts. But I think the question still remains, is one worker to 35 cases too high? Maybe Siu Fong, you can share your thoughts on that.
Actually, caseload issue is not so straightforward, right? Yes, we also find that our caseload, because 1:32 can be quite high, right? Because the work is intensive. And the family that we're seeing, I think a lot of complexity also, yeah. But of course, if you see one client that could be, so-called more straightforward, maybe one person who abused one survivor, then perhaps it's not less intensive. But if you also see families where they have multiple issues, and you need to address those issues as well, not only violence. Yeah, so it can be more complex. Yeah, and especially when there are like what we call toxic trio, like where there's violence, mental health, addiction issues. Then it is even more challenging. It can take longer, right? And more intensive. So how do you ask the right questions and be sensitized to the information, right? How to use a structured decision-making tool, for example, but yet not rule out that professional judgment, right? It cannot be just her holding this alone. So at the back, we have to actually give supervision, very tight supervision. And actually, honestly, not only for junior worker, like even for myself, I've been there since the beginning of PAVE.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. We still will need someone. We cannot always think that we have reached there, right? Yeah, so we'll jump in to say, I'm comfortable about this.